Sounded on me.
Old mountain bronzeback. I love it. Nice.
Grady White Boats' reputation for designing ruggedly elegant fishing boats is legendary. Our attention to quality, detail, and customer service is unmatched. From our Fisherman 180 and Coastal Explorers series to the unrivaled Canyon 456, you'll find no boat that rides better and offers more fishing amenities. Go ahead, experience fishing at its best. Get the Grady.
Hello, welcome to the Carolina Outdoor Journal. Well, today's program is going to take us to the mountains of North Carolina. And Joe, it's all about smallmouth bass.
It really is. We're going to take the day off with Justin Conway, who owns Elk Creek Outfitters out of Boone. He's taking his wife fishing, and she's an accomplished fly fisherman, floating a really pretty stream for smallmouth bass using saltwater flies.
And we'll talk more about that in Gear Time today and find out exactly how to do that.
That's right. They'll explain the flies. He likes to use a certain fly. It's actually 2 or 3 of them, but they're really large in size, and he'll talk about that in Gear Time.
And to start your day, Donna's got a recipe for a breakfast casserole.
Yeah, if you like deep breakfast, tune in. She's got a real good recipe for that today.
Well, we got a lot going on. It's right here today on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
All right, Eunice. We've got a beautiful day in May. The rains have finally stopped hitting us so hard, and the water's starting to clear up, and it's time for the smallmouth.
You think it's warm enough for him to hit on top?
Yeah, it's definitely going to warm up today, but you're right, it is a cold start to the day. It's 34 degrees in Boone this morning, but it's supposed to get up to about 75, so I'm going to start us out with some topwater fly action. Let's see if we can't get them up. If we have to, we can go under, but it's always funner on top.
Funny, huh?
All right. Make your cast and don't move it once it lands. There you go. Good, leave it. All right, give it one twitch, it comes out. There you go. All right, get it on out of there. Hurry, hurry. Yeah. All right, so now we're coming up on this next. Yeah, hit those rocks early. Then we'll go on the bank to this log. Nice. Oh. All right, go one cast, just right back on the bank. Come back high, even with you, the spot we didn't hit towards it. Easy. All right, now just get back on the bank. All right, when you give it a twitch, oh, big out, there you go, little guy. There we go, I don't think he can get in his mouth. When you go to give it some action, just give it one twitch. These bigger fish tend to not like it stripping. But if you give it one twitch occasionally, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up! Fish on, good. All right, got a little guy on there.
He ate it slow.
Now, he's not as little as I thought. He ate it like a small fish. Bring him around to the right. All right. Our first smallmouth of the day. Barred up. All right. Nice little smallmouth, topwater. Hopefully not the biggest one we'll catch today, but it's a start. Fish number 1.
All right.
Good job, honey.
Thank you.
Come on, mossy jaws. All right, get to the right of that rock one time. Nice. Good, good action. That was just, if you see anything dimple the water, even if you can't see your fly, set the hook. Hook sets are free. But like they say, the deader the better. Meaning the less you move your fly, the better it is, the more the fish like it. Nice. Oh, pick up! Good fish, good fish. There you go. Strip, 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 strip. Nice job. He may run on you if he does. Oh, good little jump. Oh, counting.
Dang it.
Good job. That's the beauty of catch and release. We got the fun out of it. All right, do one more in front of that log just for 1 second. Leave it.
What am I trying to imitate with this fly?
Well, basically food. I know it sounds like a smart aleck answer, but people ask me what does smallmouth like to eat, and I tell them they'll eat anything that's alive that they can fit in their mouth. You know, there's so many flies that imitate like a grasshopper or a dragonfly, things that look exactly like a real creature, but some flies, lures, baits, just look like something alive, and that's all it takes. If they can fit it in their mouth, they'll eat it. Look at that soft eat. Did you see how soft he ate it?
He ate.
It was just a dimple on the water. Boy, that was just the perfect example of how soft they can eat. Little ones don't eat like that. Just the bigger ones. It's putting a bend in that 7 weight.
Almost
Nice.
about the size of the last one.
Pretty. Okay.
I like this section.
Look, we hadn't even gotten to that log right down there. All right, this is a good looking log right here. Pulled some fish off of it before. Let's hit the front side of it first, then we'll go over it.
Okay.
There you go. Good, good. You hit it down in that shadow one time, towards the lower end. Nice cast. There! Oh, nice job, nice job. This looks like a pretty hefty fish. Get ready for him to run. Nice job. Well, he was right on that log too, wasn't he? Right in the shade, right where it turned, right where it turned. What?
Just hope he doesn't come unbuttoned.
No, 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 don't talk like that. It's right where that log went from the shade to the sun, sun to the shade. There you go. It's a good fish.
Let's see.
Get him on the reel if you have to. He might put you on the reel.
I see him. A little better?
Better fish, honey.
Yeah, he pulled on me a little bit.
Look, the fly's already out of his mouth. Good 15, maybe 16 incher. It's a good one.
Pretty.
All right, nice fight, buddy. Okay, let's get back on it.
Get back on this log.
Good work. Ready to bring you to the boat.
So why do you think these fish have suddenly turned on?
Well, they had been turned on good eating topwater for the first part of May. And then in the mountains, we just got a big cold front. Matter of fact, we had a frost in Boone this morning. It was ice on the windshield. It was 34 degrees. And so waking up to it this morning, the water temperature had shot down to 61. So it took it a while for that sun to bake the river and warm it up. But now that it's gotten up to 67 degrees, these fish are definitely moving and looking up, which is just like flipping a switch for getting that water temperature up. You know, these smallmouth are funny about pressure systems and all that stuff, so I'm just glad they're on now. Ooh, one more cast and get ready for this log. You gotta let that drift. Now you can plan on getting one here at this log. There you go, nice. Go over it one time. Knock, knock, nobody's home. Gotta use the force. Trust your feelings, Eunice. You don't need vision, just feel the fish eating. All right, we're gonna have a little bit of shade before we get down to the deer time spot. Pick it! Oh, good fish, good fish. Keep him tight, keep him tight. Keep that rod bent. All right. Ain't nothing boring about that. Nice work. All right, I'm dropping the hook. Keep him on this right side if you can.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
So can we get a babysitter tomorrow too?
I like the way you're thinking.
Oh, come on.
Boy, look at that 7-weight bend.
Sounded on me.
Old mountain bronzeback. I love it. Nice. All right. Nice smallmouth, Eunice.
Thanks, Jed.
Yeah, good hook set. Good hook on him. Pretty. Look at those red eyes. He's not all barred up like some of them. Looks like he's chameleon eyes to the sand bank he was sitting on. He's
Yep.
pretty.
Hardly a stripe on him.
Great fish for top water. All right.
We
get
thought it
another
was
one.
too cold this morning.
I did think it was too cold. But you never know. Stay on the couch.
Joe, we were in the mountains of North Carolina. Let's talk about the weather up there.
Yeah, well, that day, as Judson said earlier, it was cold. And so we had to, well, they had to work a little bit early on, but as the morning progressed and the temperature came up, the bite started picking up, especially when you're talking about top water. So they stuck it out, and like I said, right after lunch it really picked up, and we ended up catching quite a few fish.
Well, it did turn out to be a good day. Let's find out more. Let's go to gear time.
So the morning started out a little slow.
Yeah, it did, but it was 34 degrees when we started, and that's not your typical topwater temperature to start with. Definitely kept the fish slow for a while, but by this afternoon they were eating topwater good, which, as you and I know, it's our definite favorite for catching smallmouth on fly rod, topwater. So these are some of the flies that we used here. This Black Beauty was your choice. We missed a lot of fish. It was so big, but that's what we were after. Were some of the big guys. And when the dragonflies did start flying this afternoon, this little blue bomber here is a good one. And the stealth bomber, by all means, caught most of our fish in black. And that's a great fly. So many people go fly fishing for smallmouth bass, and all they throw are popping bugs. And popping bugs do work, and they're, #1 bait for topwater smallmouth. But it's so much fun if you're a fly fisherman to be able to make your own bugs, and you can get real inventive with foam and lots of neat materials. Make a lot of cool terrestrials and frogs and things the smallmouth do eat. Hold that and I'll show you some of the fly rods. I love G. Loomis. I think they're the finest fly rod made. And one of the things that I see a lot of people do with their fly rods for their smallmouth is they go a little light. You were throwing 2 7-weights today. This is a GLX Cross Current, which is a stiffer rod we were throwing with the heavier, bigger bugs. And then we started using the classic GLX when we were throwing the lighter bugs, which is a little softer presentation. But the most important thing is that they were 7 weights. 6 weights are fine, an 8 weight will do, but I see so many people go out and struggle with a 5 weight rod, thinking that the heavier rod is going to wear them out, when actually a heavier rod, they cast less, it's a lot easier, and they do less work with the heavier rod than struggling with lots of false casts from a 5 weight rod. And another important feature of a stiff rod and the heavy rod is the hook set. Smallmouth have heavy mouths and hard mouths, and it's easy to mess up that hook set with a soft rod. So
Those rods were bent over pretty good too, a couple times.
yeah, they were. There's a couple fish that I wasn't sure if it was going to break your rod. But overall, that was a wonderful day of topwater fishing, even though we had a cold front.
There wasn't a single fish in the moving water today.
Yep, they were in the shadows in the slow water.
We hope you can use some of that valuable information. Now let's catch up with Donna. She's in the kitchen. She's got a recipe for a breakfast casserole that's guaranteed to start your day right.
Hi, today in the kitchen we're making a breakfast casserole, and we're going to use some venison sausage in this. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. It's very simple to do, and we're going to use some unusual ingredients. So I think you're gonna like this. So we're going to start out with 6 eggs, and we're just going to mix those together. We've already ground and browned and cooked our venison sausage, and it is laid in our baking dish. And this is a great recipe you can put together fairly quickly and have it for guests if you would like, so it's great. We're going to add a little bit of sour cream to this, which will give it a nice creaminess. And also some shredded cheddar cheese, and then 2 cups of milk, and a little bit of dried mustard. Put all that together and just whisk it together. So that goes together really quickly. And you can go ahead, if you want to make this the morning of when you are having company, I would go ahead and brown my venison sausage and just have it in the fridge. So then you can just pour it out in the morning. You don't have to worry about doing that. Then we're going to make our breading, our topping that goes on here. We're going to use 1 package of Hush Puppy with onions. I know, isn't that interesting? It's going to give it a great flavor and a great smell when it's cooking. We're going to add 1 cup of milk to that and some more of the ground dried mustard. Then we're just going to mix this together, and then we're going to pour it on top of our casserole. So here we go. We're going to mix this together, and we're going to pour our egg mixture on top of the sausage here. Kind of even it out. And if you want, you can add a little more cheese on the top if you'd like. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take the Hush Puppy mix here, and we're just going to place it on top of our egg mixture. And you're not going to spread it out, and then it will all move together, kind of like an invisible pie, if you've ever made one of those. So we're just going to put that on top. Then we're going to bake it at 375 for about 40 to 45 minutes until it's set. And if you bring it out of the oven, if it still kind of jiggles a little, you might want to put it back in. But it will jiggle a little bit, and then it will continue to cook as you are letting it cool a little bit. So this is what it looks like when it's finished. You can tell it's great. It's a nice golden brown, and the smells are going to be fabulous, and you're going to get rave reviews, I think. So I hope you enjoyed this breakfast casserole, and I look forward to seeing you next time here on Simple Cooking.
Thanks, Donna. That's one of those recipes you want to keep handy. Joe, let's go back to the mountains, and just a good day of fishing. Like I said, started out cold, but it turned out to be productive. Right.
This was in May, and it had actually been warmer earlier in the week, and actually the last couple of weeks. But that morning, it was in the 30s, and so it takes a little while for the stream to come alive, but it did, and she stuck it out. She's quite an accomplished fly fisherman, as is Judson, but Elk Creek Outfitters will take you smallmouth fishing if you want to go. So give them a call if you've never done it.
I've always said fly fishing is just a work of art.
Well, it really is. It takes you just don't pick up a fly rod and catch fish. It takes practice and knowing how to present that fly just right to make it as natural as possible for the fish to take it.
And the best place to fly fish, of course, is in the mountains of North Carolina. For Joe Albee, I'm John Moore. Thanks for joining us today on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Make sure to visit our website for more information.
Grady White boats are known for uncompromising quality through exceptional attention to detail. On every model, from 18 to 45 feet, we incorporate exclusive features and quality components that you won't find on any other boat brands. Our exclusive CV2 hull design is ranked highest in every third-party survey done in the marine industry. So every day on the water will be a great day, no matter the conditions. Ask any Grady White owner and they'll tell you, get the Grady.